The orthocenter of a triangle is the point at which the altitudes of a triangle all intersect. So before we understand what the orthocenter is, we need to understand what an altitude is. So altitudes you've learned about in middle school. You may have called them something different, but basically you need to understand what an altitude is in order to find the area of a triangle. And in order to find the altitude, you basically take a line segment and connect it from the vertex of one of the vertices of the triangle, and it has to be perpendicular to the side opposite the triangle. Here's an example of an altitude. Notice that it goes through B, and then it intersects the opposite side at a right angle. Here, you can see that we have a line that goes through A. It doesn't actually intersect this side. And the reason why is because if you tried to intersect the side at any point, you couldn't intersect it at a right angle. So instead, you have to imagine a line going through BC, extending out to the point at which it is going to actually intersect this line at a right angle. The final altitude extends from C. Again, it's trying to go through AB, but it can't at a right angle. So we're going to extend AB out and find the point at which it would intersect at a right angle. This is a little funky. Notice that the point at which they all intersect is up here. Let's move this triangle around a little bit to see if we can find something a little more interesting. So, property number one about the orthocenter is that it's the point of intersection of these altitudes. Property number two is that depending on the triangle, the orthocenter has a different location. For example, here the triangle is acute, so the orthocenter is actually in the inside, and it makes a lot more sense. But as you get into obtuse triangles, that's when the orthocenter extends outside of the triangle. And here, let's make another obtuse triangle here, and you can see that it's up here. If you create a right triangle, maybe we pull this A over. We're just going to eyeball it, but we're going to do the best we can. You can see that the orthocenter actually lies on the point of intersection of the legs of the triangle. So pretty cool. There are some properties of the orthocenter that we'll explore in another video. However, the ones that are important here is that the orthocenter is the intersection of the altitudes of a triangle, and that if you're talking about an acute triangle, the orthocenter lies within the triangle. For a right triangle, it lies at the vertex where the two legs intersect. And for an obtuse triangle, the orthocenter actually lies outside of the triangle.